Hi lovely people, this is Chani Singh and welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to do a review on the much talked about Silisponge. So I know this has been quite a rage, and one of my students just gifted it to me, which is really sweet of her, and she got it off one of the groups, and she paid $1,000 for this. So I mean, I was so glad this is the right time because there's so much of hype around this, and I thought it'd be more interesting if I could do a comparison between a beauty blender and a Silisponge. And here I'm using, as you all know, that I'm totally hooked to the YVP makeup perfector, and the one I'm using here is the black one, which is called Lust. So let's begin. So one thing that is really confusing about this is that is there really one of the right sides to it, which is confusing. I'm anyways just going to use either and I'm going to see if it makes a difference really. Also, I have my eyes and my lips and my eyebrows done. However, I just applied some concealer, and let me start dabbing this. So yes, one thing I have to say that you know how we all are so used to, I wish this would kind of turn so it would be easier. I mean, you have to kind of hold it like that and kind of then use it on the skin. I also think that it is a little difficult to kind of take it all over, unlike the beauty blender that just kind of seamlessly goes onto our skin, and it feels so soft also. I'm not saying that this is hurting my skin, but yeah, the beauty blender is relatively softer on the skin. Also, what I feel is that it's not kind of pushing the product into my skin, it's just kind of on top, just gliding. I mean, the concealer's just right there. I think the real test would be when I would kind of blend my foundation in. Now let me do the other side with my YVP makeup perfector. So when I look at it closely, definitely the side with the YVP makeup perfector is much more blended, and it's kind of pushed the product into my skin. Rather here it's kind of on top. So in this case, if you're somebody who likes very minimal makeup, I feel you will not like this because it kind of just stays on the surface of the skin. Perhaps it might get soaked into the skin later, but at the moment it just feels too much. I'm just gonna show you a closer look also. So now if you I've really come close to my lens, and if you see, this kind of seems still a little heavier, and this one seems a little more blended. Yes, absolutely, I completely agree to that. So the other reviews kind of say that you just need to put your foundation on top of it, which I've just done, and here I've used the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, and let's begin. I mean, it's incredible how many products have come into the market, and kind of hype that is developed around it. And trust me, I just do not, I'm most doubtful when a product is like completely hyped all over Instagram specifically, and even YouTube now. So now that the foundation is much more liquidy, yes, I would say that this is kind of just, it's like kind of sliding onto my skin, and I'm just going to drag this down on my neck. And here I am going to take it into my hairline. And now on this side of the face, I have dabbed the same foundation like I always do. And here is my damp YVP makeup perfector, and I am kind of just dabbing this like I always do. So definitely what I want to talk about is that it was kind of difficult to blend my under eye with the Silisponge, And I have lines, and I also have my eye bag, which needs very little pressure. You know, the more pressure I apply on it, the more they show. And with the Silisponge, even with the lightest of pressure that I applied, it kept showing back. And here I also feel the same thing what I said about the concealer. With the beauty blender, it just seems like second skin. I know that now the biggest difference between both of them is that because this is silicone and it does not absorb your product at all, so yes, you do not waste product. And I know, I'm aware that this does take away a little bit of your product no matter what you do. However, we all are definitely looking at a more blended foundation for sure. So I mean, yes, if you want to buy the Silisponge just because for the hype around it, I mean, you sure can. But if you ask me clearly, this does not look, this looks kind of really heavy, and if you would kind of go over with your powder and everything, it would end up looking too cakey also. So for me, Silisponge, if I had to rate it between 1 and 10, I would just about give it 3. So I just kind of clean the Silisponge right now, and yes, it's really easy to clean. You just have to put it in soapy running water and cleans within seconds. So there you go, my review. I hope you like it, and in case you wish to know a review about a certain product, that is if I own it, I will definitely review it. Do leave your comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to me yet. Follow me on Instagram. I keep doing a lot of mini tutorials on the same, and I read each and every comment down there, so do leave a message if you like this review.